this is Claire from Claire Makery, and today I am going to be showing you how to crochet my Ocean Diamonds Beanie. This is a beginner-friendly tapestry crochet hat pattern that has a little bit of slouch on the top, a faux fur pom-pom, and some fun crochet ribbing here at the bottom. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to do the tapestry crochet work on here, how to make the ribbed crochet brim of the hat, and other techniques that you will need to make this pattern. Before we get started, be sure to hit the subscribe button below and give this video a like, and be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of my videos that I make here on my channel, and that you can keep up to date on everything that I create here. To make this beanie, you are going to need two super bulky weight 6 yarns in contrasting colors. I am using Lion Brand Hometown USA and their Montpelier Peacock, and Lion Brand Wool Ease Thick and Quick in Oatmeal. I really love the contrast of these with the little tweed parts thrown in with this yarn, which just make them a really good complement to each other. And you will also need a size 9mm or M/N crochet hook. So these are your basic supplies that you'll need, as well as a yarn needle and some scissors for later. But let's go ahead and just jump right into making this beanie. To start the beanie, we're going to use our Lion Brand Woolies Thick and Quick in Oatmeal, and I've made a slip knot here, and we are going to start with the brim of the beanie. So we will be chaining 7 stitches, and then once we have those 7 stitches, we will start in the second chain from the hook right here, and we are going to do 5 double crochets across. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So go to that second chain and then do your 5 double crochets. Oops, messed up there. So start in the second chain and do your 5 double crochets, just like this. And this is the foundation row for making the ribbed brim of this hat. So you're going to go ahead and just finish this up, 2 more stitches, and then once we finish this up right here, then we are going to start by doing a chain 2 and turning, and then we will be crocheting in the back loops only on this first row. So the back loops only rows are always the ones farthest from you, and then the front loops are the ones closest to you. And with these rows that we're doing, we're going to be alternating going back loops and front loops. So this will create the texture of ribbing without having to know how to knit or really do any other complicated stitches. You just get to do your basic ones and learn how to do it from here. So we got one last stitch in the back loops only, and then we're going to chain 2 again and turn it, and this time we will be in the front loops, so the ones closest to you. So you'll just go up through the front area, the front part of the stitch, and do it all the way across. One more. And then you'll notice here that the texture of the rows have changed because we are doing these different alternating rows. So the back loops row is inward, front loops row goes forward. So it looks like 2 by 2 ribbing, but it's just done with crochet. So you are going to repeat those rows that we just did, 1 in back loops, 1 in front loops, and do that all the way till you get to row 21, and then I will show you how to join the rows together so that you can make your brim of your hat. So once you have gotten to row 21 of this, and if you are doing the medium and the large sizes, it has a few more rows added to that, but just do the row amount for your size. And once you do this, then you are going to join these two rows together. We're going to join the last row and the first row so that we create a piece that is in the round, and we can work in the round instead of working flat like we've been doing. So in order to join these two pieces together, we're going to line up the corners right here, and then we're going to insert our hook through one corner and through the next, take our yarn that we've been working with, and we are going to slip stitch through that 2 stitches. So do that on the next one. You just slip stitch through both of those, do it through the next 2, and you're going to do this through all 5 of the stitches that are on this row here. And this way you're able to join this together without having to do any sewing, and you don't have to start using a new yarn. So now that we have this piece in the round, we're going to take our contrast yarn and we are going to start crocheting in the round by starting the first row going around the rim of the beanie. So we're going to switch yarn colors by pulling this through to make our first chain, and then we'll do the second chain here. And you'll want to pull tight this oatmeal yarn here before you start crocheting, and then we are going to do 42 double crochets all the way around this rim of the beanie. So you'll do that by crocheting in the tops of the rows. For example, like you'll go right here through one of these loops and stitches, and if you feel like your stitches are coming loose in this first one, just pull that string, and then you'll just crochet all the way around, spreading out your stitches to make sure that you have even spacing and that you can fit 42 double crochets all the way around here. And if you're doing the different sizes, they might have a few more stitches added, so you'll want to go and add those, but I just like to kind of space it out, sometimes doing like 2 per row, or really just like wherever you see an open hole here. So just go ahead and crochet around the top till you have the 42 stitches, and then I'll show you how to start doing the color work for this hat. So once you have all of the stitches around the ribbed brim that we have created, it's now time to join the round. So we are going to join to the second chain that we did at the beginning here with a slip stitch, and so this is just a normal join in the round that you do with crocheting in the round. And what you want to make sure to do is you want to make sure that your first color that you used is on the inside of the beanie when you join the pieces together, because now what we're going to do is we're going to start alternating between these 2 colors to do color work on this. And so once you've joined, we are going to switch colors for the first 3 stitches here. So we're going to chain 2 and pull that yarn here, pull the thread down. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. Okay, so we're going to do 1 and 2. Then we are going to start doing 3 double crochets, and what you'll want to do is after you do this first stitch, you are going to take your contrasting yarn and we are going to carry it for the next 3 stitches. So how you carry it is you're going to hold it against the back of the work. You're going to then insert your hook through the stitch you need to go in and around that blue yarn, then yarn over around that, and then you do your stitch. And what this does is this helps you do traveling with the yarn so that you don't waste as much by having to change colors, by cutting it. And then once you get to that 3rd stitch here, we are going to switch to the blue yarn again by finishing off our last yarn over with the blue. And then we are going to do carrying the oatmeal yarn for the next 11 stitches that we do with the blue yarn. And if you don't want to carry the yarn, like if that really bugs you, I know some people just feel like it's wasting. I think it really helps with making sure there aren't a lot of ends to weave in. But you don't have to carry your yarn like this. This is just how you do tapestry crochet, and make sure that it's really easy to transition. But you can totally make little bobbins, like little balls of yarn, to help with this. This is personally my favorite way to do it. It feels a lot easier to me, but if you don't want to do this, you totally don't have to. And then you'll just join the contrasting color and keep it there with your little balls of yarn that you make. So that way you can help reduce the waste. But if you don't want to weave in a ton of ends, then I highly recommend this. And this does not waste yarn. In my opinion, it just helps make the whole color work process a lot easier, and therefore it makes it go a lot faster and more enjoyable. So all around, I just like this a lot better. And you'll end up, like the first round might seem like you're wasting yarn, but you're going to end up actually doing a ton of the contrasting color, and therefore having it kind of cross over to here because we're making kind of a diamond shape. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, need 2 more. And we'll just do 2 more stitches to get 11 right here. And then we're gonna finish that last 11th stitch by switching back to the oatmeal yarn. And so this is just how you do the color work. You're carrying the colors till you get to the spot in the pattern where it says to do a certain amount of stitches with that color. And then you just make the rest of the hat like this. So go ahead and finish up all of the rows for the hat, and then I will show you how to close up the top of the beanie so that you can finish it up. So now that our hat is finished, we've got all of our rounds of tapestry crochet on here, and the hat length is done. So now it's time to start closing up the hat. So what you'll do is you'll fasten off your yarn, and you'll want to leave a long tail for sewing. Then thread a tapestry yarn needle, and we're going to go ahead and use a basting stitch to go all the way around the top of the hat to close it together. So how you do that is you'll have your little needle right here, and then I like to skip 2 stitches and then go down, then skip 2 more, and then come up, skip 2, go down, skip 2 more, come up, and then you just repeat that. Then pull your yarn all the way through, and as you pull it through, it'll start cinching up the hat. This is one of my favorite techniques of how to close a hat. It's super easy, beginner friendly, and you don't have to worry about decreases as you're making the hat, especially if you're doing a color work pattern. That just gets to be way too confusing, having to space out decreases as you go. So this is just the nice and easy way to have your hat be just worked all the way in the round. And then once you've done all those stitches up there on the top, it'll be all the way closed. See, look, woo! So then we're gonna fasten this off, pull it tight to how you want it to be, and then we will fasten it off by just wrapping our yarn around our needle a few times, holding it down, and pulling the yarn all the way through. And there you go, look at that. Your hat is all closed up and ready to wear. And if you want to add a faux fur pom-pom on top, I love adding those. It adds a really cute little decoration and flair to this. So go ahead and do that if you want to, and I hope that you loved this tutorial. Be sure to check out the ad-free PDF in my shops that has all 3 sizes of this beanie. It'll keep you nice and cozy this cold season. And be sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button so I know you like this video, so I can keep making more tutorial videos to show you how to do all these different fun crochet projects that I have. And I can't wait to keep making more of them for you. See you next time. Bye. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to like it below if you enjoyed watching it, and hit the subscribe button if you never want to miss out a video from me. And also check out my other videos and tutorials on my channel. See you next time.